right, y'all. What is today? Thursday. Happy Thursday. One more day and I will have my Friday. Tonight, let's check out Candy Lee V's talk show. She's talking about marriage. And she has 3 couples on there. I really am excited to see what the couples have to bring to the conversation. I pray that there is at least one non-traditional couple, but I know that that's just not how the world works. So I'm hoping and praying and wishing that there's at least one non-traditional couple that kind of goes against the grain, and does things different, So, but if not, it's still gonna be an amazing show, I'm sure, and everyone, will have something to give. Being traditional or non-traditional. I think you can learn something from everyone. I was winning game night last night, but people got to hating on me and, putting things in the atmosphere to disturb my spirit. And because I couldn't speak fast enough, I lost. Whatever. Anyway, so yeah, this is gonna be a little long, so let me get started. I want to talk about you toxic ass mothers out here that have children, that birth children just to feel loved, just to feel wanted, just to feel needed, and you put these children, these undeserving children, in situations that are toxic. So how I talked last week about the YouTuber that her boyfriend has been cheating on her. He cheated on her while she was pregnant the first time, and he cheated on her when she was pregnant the second time, and he had the nerve to get the girl pregnant the second time. I don't know if it's a second girl or a second situation. I don't know. Whatever. Now there's a baby involved. And she came on here like crying her eyes out. I love him with all my heart, and I would never do anything to disrespect him or shade him or talk about him. He is the father of my child. Girl, girl, you know what? She created this whole facade, right? She, instead of waiting on a man that truly loves her, that pulled out all the stops for her, she went and jumped in this boy's DMs, knowing he fresh out of college and need to get himself together. Here she show up with her life all situated and she got money. Hey, and out of nowhere, and then all of a sudden she whisks him into this fantasy world because she has a very successful hair business. You know how you the middleman between selling bundles. She has that's very successful, and she has successful YouTube. So mama was out here doing the thing in her early 20s, okay? Doing the thing. And what she chose to do with her capital was buy a man. She didn't know how to be, alone, and she left one relationship which she's now calls toxic, but you just as toxic, mama, because you toxic to your damn kids right now. So go figure, a toxic person calling another person toxic. So she whisks this man into a lifestyle of the rich and famous to him. He's fresh out of college. Like, he didn't even have to go to Burger King. And had to pass by police, y'all. I ain't have time. I didn't want him to try to stop me, seeing me talking me and thinking I'm on the phone. But anyway, he didn't have a chance to go to Burger King and flip burgers and bill himself. And nothing wrong with that, because you could become a franchise owner, but you got to start somewhere. He didn't get a chance to start. That's my issue. So she got a Neiman's card. Everybody knows she got a Neiman's credit card in her business name, so she can buy, all of this stuff. So she Gucci'd him down. The man was trying to wear some pants called G-Star or something like that. they were at Macy's, and then all of a sudden he deletes his whole life on his Instagram when he was in the Air Force Ones, and now he in Gucci and Balenciaga and Prada and whatever else they wearing out here, you beautiful people do. He and all of that stunned for the ground. And who wouldn't? What person would? Now, morally it's wrong for him because he should have known better. He's still a man, but he came out of college, saw a sucker, licked it. Point blank, period. And a lot of people take advantage of situations like that. And him, maybe he thought, like, this is the life for me. Like, I'm going to come help her build. Maybe he didn't come in with the intent to use her. But instead of him saying, you know what, we don't need to be putting all this money on our ass. We need to be putting this money in investment accounts. And we need to learn how to make our money make money, so you're not holding this camera every day pouring your damn life out. Because what you don't know is I'm about to go fuck around and have a child on you and embarrass you. So he didn't put her in a situation to where, she could be protected. She didn't put him in a situation where he could be protected from, the backlash of being on social media. He didn't know nothing about that. He just thought he could blow up and have a bunch of people looking at him. He was just here for the fame, y'all. Just here for the fame. But now she on here, she has 3 kids, and now she's on YouTube crying about why people are coming at her about staying with this man in this toxic relationship. And it's like, you got 3 little girls under the age of 2, aren't they? Like, yeah, they're under the age of 2, I believe. Yeah, they should be turning 2. Her twins should be turning 2 like in December. And now you got a newborn. Like, and all of this shit happened, like she was taking Clomid, like to get pregnant, like, and that's how she had those twins. And it's just like, she was so ready to reach a goal that she set for herself, that she pulled this man in and lured him in with all she had available to her to entice him to want to, get into a situation. And now you got the man, but you don't have the relationship, because your relationship is trash and everybody know it. And every time somebody has something to say about that boy, she pop off on them, online, calling, you need to get you one of these bitch. No, I don't ever want a man that's out here making no babies on me. I don't know. You keep that over there, ma'am. Don't tell people they need to be doing nothing. And that's your problem right there. You're too busy defending him without doing the work within your relationship to be sure that this is something that's gonna have longevity before we create kids. But she was so busy wanting to be a mom for some reason. Like, it was so weird. And so she ends up getting pregnant and having these children, and the man is cheating on her and had a baby in between her kids. Like, so he out here being reckless. And you could say that condom broke all day long. Condom broke. If the condom broke, y'all asses would have been at Walgreens sucking down a $40, $50 Plan B pill if the condom broke. Now, he ran up in that thing, and it was feeling too good to him, and he let off in her ass, and that was that. And they just was gonna see what happens. That was what that was. Wasn't no condom involved in that, because if necessary precautions were taken, then your ass would have taken a Plan B just to be sure. Even if you unsure, like, even if you think like maybe I'm not, or maybe I'm good, it's like, well, this will be a guarantee right here. This will up my chances to not be pregnant, so I'm gonna go make sure I go take this pill. But no, so there wasn't no condom. You can't sell shit to a bullshitter. Like, no ma'am, did no condom break. But if they make you feel better that he was out here having protected sex on you, so I guess since it's not unprotected sex, it make a difference. I don't know. But I said all that to say this, like, you got 3 girls looking at you, and you got a man that's cheated on you twice that you know of, and now there's a life created. So now these children have siblings in between them. So the writing's on the wall now with your life. It's out there. Ain't nothing you can say to sweep nothing under the rug. It's there. And you're going to have that child involved in your life, your kid's life, Like this is gonna be a whole new world for you because you try to create a facade. And now the universe has a funny way of paying your ass back and airing you out when you out here stunning. And when you out here trying to pretend like, you know, everything's okay, but it's really not behind closed doors. You always get exposed. You know, that happens all the time. And I'm just wondering why not leave his ass. Like, why not make him pay the price and treat yourself better, treat your daughters better, and say that I'm gonna be the best mother I can be by setting the example. I did bring myself into a toxic situation. I did lead this man on to think that he was gonna, you know, have pie in the sky and live this amazing ass life, and he took advantage of that. You know what? It's time for me to tuck my tail and walk the fuck off. You know, it's just time and get into a real traditional relationship. The one that you're trying to create and make people believe you're in, you can go actually get that. But now you can't pay nobody to believe anything about you all because you've been lying for so long. And it's just sad that these girls have to grow up watching their mom in a weak state. There's something to be said about these women out here who are having girls and passing along toxicity. We are far too removed from situations like that. You remember that back in the day, grandpa sleeping around on your grandmother and having these in-between kids, and you know, he gone all night and come home in the morning. But now there's a shift in the atmosphere and things have changed to where people are trying to clean things up and have these what appear to be traditional relationships. But I could go on and on about those, because that's the thing. You guys are trying to structure yourself after something that you don't even know what it is, because we're not really fully taught what things are, you know. And some people are, you know, but I do think that now in this age of social media and the way that we sexualize everything now, that sex sells. Women have to have on the tightest clothes, you know, the nicest makeup, everybody turned around showing their ass and their pictures, titties all out. You know, this is just a day and time where people are trying to look at me and get attention, you know, because for some reason it's self-serving and it makes them feel you know, it makes them feel adequate, it makes them feel special, you know. But I for one had a mom. Now my mom, I didn't see her cheating, don't mean it didn't, I didn't see anyone cheating on her, doesn't mean it didn't happen and I didn't know about it. But there was some toxic situations there that she stayed in, you know, in the name of love, that I had to watch, you know. So there are your daughters are gonna watch you. Your daughters are gonna mimic you. They see you every day. You're their first role model. You're all they have. Why would you put yourself in a situation for your children to see you being abused, emotionally abused by your partner? You know, I don't care if he a husband. I don't care if he God to you. You know, like once you set a expectation there and the guy's not following it, it's time for you to leave. You know, it's time for you to leave and go do better and treat yourself better. What's wrong with treating yourself better? I don't understand that. But I guess she just thinks that in her mind, having the dad in the house is better than having no dad in the house. But no, because having a cheating ass dad in the house that blatantly would go lay up with somebody, once that man got that threshold or wherever he was gonna go fuck that girl, he was done with you, sweetheart. All the respect for you went out the door. Everything. You didn't matter. You didn't matter in this situation. He didn't care about your feelings. He didn't care if he came up with an STD or a baby. He didn't care. You know? And you're not taking it into account. I also say your children got a dad in the house, because he's gonna always be their dad. So you can miss me with that bullshit. What it is you don't want to be lonely. You don't want to be out here with people being able to tell you, I told you so, that it wasn't going to work and all of that. You don't want to eat crow. You don't want to eat crow, basically. And you're going to have to, because you was the one out here flaunting this man and putting him all up on your platform and sitting him up on his throne, you know, and he had high expectations set for him that he could not achieve. Fresh out of college. And so now your children are going to more than likely, and I don't even want to, you know, put this on them, but I'm going to say more than likely. That way I don't speak negativity into their lives. But more than likely, if they end up in a toxic situation, we know why. Because if a dad is not in the house, he can still raise his children. He can still be there for his children. He can still see his children. You know? There is nothing that says that a dad can't be a dad just because he don't sleep in the same room with the damn mama. So y'all need to stop that. It's time out for these dumbass situations, these dumbass scenarios you guys are trying to create. For what? Create a situation for your children. You know, create an environment where they see that disrespect is not okay. These are my standards. If your dad doesn't have standards, that's him, but these are my standards. And this is how we will behave as women. This is how we will behave. But no, she's showing, let me be a doormat. And then she say in her video, if he fucks up again, girl, this was again. The baby, the second time cheating, and the baby was again. So you want him to do again? So yeah, I just thought that was weird, you guys. And if y'all know people or whatever, like, encourage them without bashing them, I guess, if you're friends. Encourage them to do better, to treat themselves better, to expect better out of people that they let into their personal life and their private space. Because that girl is done. She's done mentally, emotionally, physically. Like, there's no coming back from this. This is gonna always be there. She let her channel fall off. She let her hair company fall off. Like, anything she's saying and doing now is just her talking and lying and sweeping shit under the rug, you know? And it's sad and so unfortunate. And then it's sad for them girls because they're watching it and they're more than likely gonna mimic it. But anyway, yeah, I knew this would be long, y'all. I have a lot to say about you toxic ass women out here having babies and not being able to properly raise them and teaching them bullshit, because that's why we have the generation we have now. But anyway, y'all have a good day headed into work. See you tonight on Candy Lee V's channel. And I'll pin her comments so you can, if she comments on here, I'll pin her comments so you can see her and go to her channel and check her out. Bye.